Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Unite on UPRN Radio, and I hope you had a lovely Halloween. How many of you stoners even bothered looking at this? Did you notice anything different, or do you think this is my normal look? Just asking. Oh. Anyway, this is November 2nd, 2018, and oh my God, we're into November already. Well, guys, next week is going to be a very big week, especially for the people in the United States who are voting for the midterms. And it really does make a difference this time. And personally, for the presidential vote between Hillary and Trump, you know, she won by 3 million and still lost. So I really didn't think a lot of people's votes counted. This time they do, because who you vote for is going to represent you. And if they're Democratic, they are going to keep your health care and do some really lovely things like impeach Bush. And everybody that's a mobster in his cabinet and really doing a lot of grafting, they're going to get caught and punished. On the other hand, if you vote Republican, usually means you're pretty racist and that you like Nazis. Because if you like Trump, Trump is a nationalist, and he said it. He said everything but the word white nationalist. And if you know your history, that's what Hitler was. A white nationalist Nazi. And what those guys do, and you know, I'm sorry, but that's the Republican Party. They want to take your health care away. And for all of them that are going out there right now, all the Republicans, and saying, oh yeah, we're going to watch, you know, we're going to take care of your health care. Yeah, they are. They're going to get rid of it completely. They've already said it. So they're lying through their teeth. They are liars. They're a pedophile party. You know, they're a party that really hates women. And if you've ever watched The Handmaid's Tale, that's what they want the United States to become. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't work for me. And you have to go out and vote. And please, when you do, make sure your vote's counted correctly if you can, and vote Democratic. Because if you do vote Republican, they're going to keep kids in cages. They're going to open up concentration camps for immigrants. They're going to take away your health care, your Medicare. They want to take away your Social Security so they can give the rich and the wealthy and themselves more benefits. They're in bed with Putin. And by the looks of it and how they're treating the Saudis, they're kind of, it's a big bed, you know, sleeping in the Saudi bed too. That's the Republicans, guys. You vote Republican, you are voting for fascism. And I mean, come on, tell me, why are those people so darn angry? They won the damn presidency. They got the House, they got the Senate. They are the angriest winners I have ever seen in my life. Why are they so mad? Are they not getting enough sex? Well, God, I wouldn't either. I guess, you know, some of those Republicans, especially that work in the White House, can't get dates if they let people know they're Republican. But beyond that, guys, please go out and vote like your life depends on it, because this time it does. This time it matters. You're voting locally. I already got my vote in, and I will tell you, I voted straight Democratic. I live in Hawaii, and I want Mazie Hirono to be out there speaking for me, speaking for the immigrants and the poor people and the people that don't have it. She's amazing. So I'm doing everything I can to get her and that Democrat, she is a Democrat, in. So tonight we're going to do a curse removal, energy balancing. Enough of my lecture with the midterm elections. But I'm gonna do the curse removal energy balancing for everybody, because I figure, with everything going on, we probably can need it. And then we're gonna do a lot of energy work on the United States. And I know everybody that's not in the United States, you got to be agreeing with me. We do not want the United States to turn fascist. So we really need a lot of energy work directed our way. At one time I sat down and I looked and I go, wow, what are the 3 darkest areas on the planet that we really need to direct light to? One was Joseph Kony, who kidnapped all those children in Africa and made all those child soldiers and then sold other children, and nobody would touch him. I mean, he has the largest pedophile ring on the planet that, it's a pedophile free-for-all. And then there's Israel and Palestine and what they're creating. And then we got the third one, Washington, D.C. Now, not in that order. So tonight we're going to work on the United States. We're going to do some energy work to help the U.S. awaken, and working with the racist Republican Party, elected officials, and whatever else we can cram into the hour. But first, like I said, I'm going to do the energy balancing curse removal for you. And for those of you that have never gone through it before, it's just really a way to get rid of energy you've taken on that's not yours, help clear your path, help remove energy overlays and energy stick pins and knives and needles, and cut ties to effigies, things that magicians, dark magicians might do, or people, or voodoo might do. Or if people direct enough dark energy and they use the power of the spoken word, they can create whatever they've just shouted out to the universe. So we're going to get rid of all of that and open up all your chakras. And if you don't know where your chakras are, real quick, you've got one on the top of your head, your third eye in the middle of your forehead, your throat chakra. You have your heart. And then right below that, your solar plexus. And right below that, your belly button chakra, your sacrals right below that, and then your root chakra. Now, what's a chakra? Real quick, it's just an energy center in your body. And when it starts closing down, usually you've got a problem. Perhaps you're somebody who doesn't, or has a hard time sharing love and their feelings and their emotions. Well, they might have a heart attack. Someone who can't express themselves and they hold all their words in, well, you can have a lot more throat challenges and so forth. Okay, so let's do this. Got a lot of work to do tonight. So for those of you that are going to participate, I want you to sit, and if you can, sit straight up. Put your feet flat on your floor and your hands in your lap, palms up like you're going to receive. And I want you to start taking some gentle, deep breaths. And I want you to inhale light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So you breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And do that until I tell you to stop. So as you're doing that, I surround you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I call to your teachers, guides, masters, and all the divine beings that are working with you, and invite them in to make this energy work as gentle, loving, and kind as we can. So take one more gentle breath and exhale out anything left in your body that no longer serves you. And again, that energy goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. Now I want you to imagine this incredible divine healing energy coming down from God, coming into the top of your head, and allow that energy to flow through your brain. And as it flows through your brain, feel every cell, atom, molecule in your brain reconnecting to the Creator, and you become this even more spiritually awakened being filled with all these new possibilities. And now allow that energy to flow out your third eye in the center of your forehead. Now feel that divine energy to flow out of your throat chakra. And now feel that energy drift down even more and allow it to come out of your heart chakra. Now feel that divine energy flow down even more and allow that energy to flow out of your solar plexus. And now feel that energy drift down even more and allow it to come out of your belly button chakra. And now allow that energy to drift down even farther and come out of your sacral. Now feel it come out of your belly button chakra. So feel all that divine energy flow all the way down your legs. Let it go out your feet and send it into the earth. Allow it to flow down your arms and out your hands and feel it flow down your spine. Now feel yourself totally consumed in this divine energy. Now I want you to take one more gentle deep breath and exhale out anything left in your body that no longer serves you, and allow that energy to go through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. So as you're doing that, and breathe normal, I'm going to call to Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy you've taken on that's not yours, whether it's from a friend, relative, acquaintance, stranger, anybody you work with, TV set, animal, whatever the karmic reason is that created anything out of balance in your life or your body today. And as all that unwanted energy is peeled off of you gently, like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to reptile, dinosaur energy, secret societies, organized religion. Cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that could have been done to you or your family, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, or anything you could have done, consciously or unconsciously. And as all that unwanted energy too is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to any effigies that have been misused against you. And that's any elemental of yours that was used to hurt you or anyone, including anything you own, clothes, hair, picture, your name spoken, written, just thought of, or anything you have your energy on. And as ties to all those elementals are cut, I call the violet flame through them to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all. You fill up with your divine essence, and we also command them to be neutral, to only emit love. And now I want Michael to remove any energy implants that have been done to you or anything that could have carried over from any other lifetime because of dark magic, voodoo, dark witchcraft, or just dark thoughts sent your way. So I want this stick, pin, needle, or knife that's in your crown chakra removed from your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hips, teeth, anywhere in your body that's out of balance. And as you feel all those pins, needles, and knives being very gently removed, imagine all those spaces immediately fill up with the violet flame to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, circumcision, removing any energy overlay that's trying to manipulate you, keeping you from connecting with God, healing yourself, being really successful, fulfilling all your divine missions and living your life in joy. And as all that unwanted energies gently releases, keeping all these wonderful things from coming to you, we also send it through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. So if there is anybody out there that's directing any kind of dark energy at you, whether it's through magic, witchcraft, or just our thoughts sent your way, we're going to ask them to stop and step forward in the light. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do that dark work, that energy stays contained in that bubble of mirror. The bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. But we're going to add the violet flame to the bubble of mirror to transmute any of that dark energy so they have no forward movement. Now I call to your higher self and ask your higher self now to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. And it starts manifesting in your body now. So allow all that energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, your atoms, your molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. And with every breath, allow this energy to settle in. Feel your energies now being pulled back into your body. Feel yourself also start to ground a little bit. Become very, very clear-headed. And allow that energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, your atoms, your molecules, all your internal organs, going all the way down into your DNA. So we're going to do some energy work now. So just imagine, we're in this huge stadium, big crystal in the center. We're all connected through our heart chakras. And over the big crystal that's going to amplify our work, we're going to put a big bubble of light. And in the bubble of light, we're going to put the energy work that we're going to be doing tonight. And all I'm going to ask is, while you're doing this, do some creative visualization. And in your mind's eye, try to really imagine this happening. And at the same time, because I know you can multitask, you can use your hands, palms out, and just send it outward and imagine that energy going into that bubble of light. And if you have a crystal, this could be a good time to hold it because it's really going to amplify our work even more. That's why we put a crystal in the middle. And I happen to be in my crystal store doing the energy work. So I'm sitting right in front of a 1,000-pound crystal, my crystal Ela. And she's the largest crystal in Hawaii right now. And then I have a bigger one, 650-pound Earth Keeper. And I have a crystal store, which means this is a huge vortex that I'm sitting in to really amplify our work. And we sure do need our light work amplified. Because as we do our light work, darkness, trust me, is doing theirs. And whoever is amplifying the most energy is going to win. So we really need light to be amplified. All right, so I want you to take a deep breath and again, release any dark energy that no longer serves you. It's going to go through the violet flame back to God. And I want you to feel yourself reconnect to the Creator and again, fill up with this incredible high healing divine energy. And allow this energy now to come out your chakras, out your arms, down your arms, out your hands, and into the center of our big stadium. And we're going to, in this bubble of light, we're going to put in everyone, all U.S. citizens in this bubble of light. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Imagine a solar energy descending down around all domes, obelisks, pyramids, all sacred spots in the United States, anchoring that energy down to the grids and ley lines. See this high energy reconnecting. All this, the ley lines and grids to the Creator. See this energy descending down and around and through the White House, the Pentagon, and where the shadow government lies. We call the higher selves of everyone in government to step forward into the light, now work for the good of the people, making divine decisions. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of total harmlessness. Letting a light worker take their place, we ask that they're given lots of thoughts, that they now want to retire and spend time with their families. We send energy to all the politicians that are working on stopping war and anything else that's for the benefit of Earth and all life forms. See them being divinely inspired with new ways to get positive action moving forward. We command the angels to give them and their families complete protection. We ask that all veils of darkness that is around anyone in the U.S. or planet that is keeping people from becoming conscious beings be removed and replaced with a connection to their spiritual selves, becoming conscious beings. We call the higher selves of the National Guard and military, asking all overlays be removed from you, so you do too become a conscious being. As you awaken, you see everyone as your family, friends, relatives, and as people that you harmonize with, and start doing many acts of kindness for humanity. The more acts of kindness you do, the more you fill up with this intense joy that makes you want to do more acts of kindness. See divine light and divine balance, spiritual awakening descending down through the U.S. now. See divine light and a divine balance, spiritual awakening descending down through the U.S. now. See divine light and a divine balance, spiritual awakening descending down through the U.S. now. Fill that up with light and love. Nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. And take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So take another gentle, deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine all that divine energy being directed, creating another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're putting in the Republican Party. So we call the Michael the Archangel to cut all ties that the Republican Party may have to any satanic black magic that is keeping them in power. We cut all ties to all their money sources, including the Koch brothers and Mercer family. We send this money energy back to God to clean it up. Now let's send all those money sources back to the poor and those that are standing up to the Republicans, including all recall groups. We ask that these groups receive lots of donations and excited fresh volunteers to make the recall successful, replacing the Republican Party along with Trump and his complicit cabinet with a compassionate kind, awakened spiritual beings. We remove all energy veils that are around all the people living in the United States that are keeping them from connecting to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings. And as they reconnect to the Creator, see them becoming conscious beings, seeing truth through all the lies and deceptions as transparency is manifested. See the masses filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to remove the Republicans from office through political channels, holding special elections to remove them from office, replacing them with a human being light worker filled with compassion for all light forms. And this includes removing them from office next week when we vote for the midterms. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now and losing their elections. We called Ganesha to place many obstacles in the way of all Republicans that want to create and implement programs that are not good for the earth nor any life forms. Programs that are intended to hurt and harm the poor, see them all falling apart. See all their lies being revealed and being very transparent. As people awaken, see them going to their Republican representative and speaking their minds of discontent with all their agendas and voting Democrat. As the Republicans awaken, connecting them to the Creator that now allows them to see the horror that they wanted to create, then being inspired to correct it by voting Democrat. With compassion, love of service for others, see them now funding all social programs, Meals on Wheels, including women's health care clinics, to name a few. We cut ties to the fear of women and the obsessive need the Republican Party needs to control them. I call the higher selves of all Republicans, step forward into light, cut off the ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, abortion obsession, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military war, might is right mentality, Trump, Putin, Nazis. From their energy field, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA, going through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, I call the violet flames through them and all their works that are misdirected, cut all ties to all black art and negative ceremonies that are being done, and any will to manipulate humanity and the earth for greed and profit. As it is released, I call divine male-female consciousness to their hearts that will flow to the reptilian part of the brain. I call the higher selves to guide these men to releasing all women slaves or anyone being used as slave labor. Let us fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all living things. See men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, and crown chakras. As these centers open, see them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Fill these Republican men and women up with divine joy, divine mission, respecting the goddess within and giving freedom and honor to all women and all people of color. See them becoming kinder and allowing women and to be equal, divinely conscious beings, and all people of color to be equal, divinely conscious beings. We cut all ties to all executive orders that Trump has written and retained in the office of the Great Seal. We violet flame them to clean up all dark energies. Now we reconnect all those orders to the Creator and command them to be neutral. No more forward movement. All black magic, giving any of his executive orders energy, being canceled, cleared, and neutralized. We now see all Trump's executive orders rolled back and stricken from the books. We cut all ties to Trump, Steve Miller, Bannon, along with any complicit Republican and their vision of reinventing the USA. We see this energy having all their forward movement stop, also dissolving completely. See all ties between the Republicans and Putin be cut and violet flamed and dissolved completely. And the goddess of truth bringing everything up to the surface, what they're doing. See all their energy of forward movement being stopped completely. That's Nazi and white supremacist. See everything being brought up to the surface, all their lies that they're telling to try to get reelected. Let all veils of protection be removed from them so justice can be served and they're voted out of office. Call the higher self of Trump and all Republicans trying to keep him in power, step forward in the light of God, stop acting like Nazi reptilians, leave all the social programs and citizens and immigrants' rights intact, and roll back all laws that hurt the mass general public. And if you choose not to, which is your free will, I ask your higher selves and guardian angels to put you all in positions of harmlessness, letting awakened spiritual beings take your place. And if that means they're being recalled, then let the recalls begin. If that means they're voted out of office on Tuesday, so be it. Let it be done. And let that energy gain lots of strength and energy and forward movement. Now we're going to call the higher selves of all law enforcement to also reconnect to the Creator. And as they become awakened spiritual beings, they see through Trump's plans and choose not to cooperate, siding with the people. Let them become more conscious of all income and benefits the government has taken from them, choosing to become the protector of the poor, standing down on all orders that is against the Constitution. This brings them much joy and pride as they become good cops. We cut all addiction ties that Trump and the Republican Party have to greed, money, gold, and power. We cut all addictive ties Trump has for greed, power, adoration, and drive to become a dictator. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. And if it's Trump's and the Republicans' highest good, that their karma is returned to them now for their actions against women, the poor, and the planet, let it be done, which may include loss of all money, all supporters of any kind, and all power. Let the magic of protection be removed from around them and their plans now. And if it's for Trump's highest good, for the highest good of everyone in the USA, let him be tried for treason, be sent to prison for all his high crimes and misdemeanors. We see Trump and his family and cabinet doing jail time for their acts of treason. We're also going to cut ties and remove all overlays and veils and all the black magic that the evangelicals are putting out. Cause chaos, hurt, and harm. So we're going to violet flame all that energy, and around each and one of those evangelicals that's praying for something bad to happen to Trump's anti-Trump supporters, we're going to imagine them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do that dark work, the energy stays contained in that bubble. And of course, the violet flame is added to transmute it. And we're going to imagine them being tied and bound, and their energy's tied and bound. So they have no forward movement and they cannot affect the election. Now we see Trump, his family, and cabinet, again, doing jail time for their acts of treason. We see them all being removed from office in a way no one will be hurt or harmed, and done legally. Replaced with the compassion humanitarian. Now let's send energy out to all the enlightened Democrats and awakening Republicans, standing up for Earth and all life forms, and are voting they're voting Democrat. May they be sent everything they need to be successful. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. So we're going to fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a very deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, so we're going to take another deep breath. And this time as you exhale, you'll feel that divine high energy come pouring into your body. Goes out again through all your chakras, out your hands. We're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we are going to put in all elected officials. All, everywhere on the planet, all of them. We ask Archangel Michael to cut ties our elected officials have to greed and the control of humanity, power, and money. See all ties to any black magician that is amplifying their greed and lack of empathy toward the masses. be removed from all elected officials' energy fields. We cut all ties to their party loyalty and that B mentality that keeps them from making compassionate decisions. Let's send love to their hearts that flow to the brain. We ask the Creator to shut the reptilian brain down and open up the part of the brain that is connected to the Creator. We also ask the Goddess of Truth to step in and bring out total transparency with all their backroom dealings. We ask Ganesha to put up lots of blocks around any program that is to serve the rich, being replaced with social programs that will help the poor. We ask that all these beings step forward in the light, and if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them all in positions of harmlessness, to replace with a human light worker who is filled with compassion and desire to help the masses and the planet. All right, fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So again, feel that divine energy flow through you. We're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to give special attention to Trump and his family. So let there be light. Put them all in this bubble. We call the crystals in Washington, D.C. area to amplify light and transparency everywhere in the Capitol. We ask the Creator to remove all energy overlays that is keeping the public from seeing all the unnecessary expenses that the Trump family is creating, that the public is paying for. See the mass general public demanding Trump either stop going on as many vacation trips to any of his golf courses or pay for the trip himself, no longer using taxpayer funds. All the trips Trump is taking now to all these Nazi rallies he's holding, if he is spending taxpayer money, see him being made to pay it back. We ask that all veils and overlays that are protecting Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner and her brothers, Eric and Donald Jr. and Ivanka, from the public eye are removed now. Let all their plans be brought to the surface in a way that Congress and the Senate take action. Strip them all of the power they've been given by Donald Trump to be replaced with someone with international experience. Let them be given prison time for their treasonous actions. Remove all magical overlays of protection around Trump so there's complete transparency on how he sexually abuses women. Let's send energy to all those women Trump has sexually abused in the past and present the energy they need to come forward to speak truth and be protected from Trump's followers. Call the higher selves of everyone in the United States realize that Donald Trump and his family are a national threat to security threat. We ask that every American, Republican, Democrat, you don't even have to vote. You need to demand that your representatives, judicial and elected, stand up and insist that the Trump administration be suspended or put on pause until questions are answered completely and satisfactorily to an independent investigative panel with full judicial oversight, whether that's Mueller or the state attorney generals, or all of them. Let them all come forward. Let all those judges, federal judges, be given the energy to see clearly everything Trump and his family and all the illegal things that they've done, and do it in a way that they are prosecuted and removed from office. And we're going to send more energy to Bob Mueller and whatever he is doing. And on this downtime, I'm sure he's working harder, and let him be divinely inspired on everything he needs to do to take down the traitorous Republican Party and Trump and family. We called Michael the Archangel to remove all overlays of magic that is keeping the Congress and Senate from standing firm and putting Trump on presidential timeout now. Impeached and removed from office, see the Trump administration, again, be suspended, then put on pause, and not being able to eliminate or put any new programs in action. See Congress and Senate making Donald Trump show all his tax returns. See all satanic magic, all evangelical magic that is keeping the Trumps in power be neutralized. See all overlays of magic removed from Trump and his family. It's time for Trump to be impeached, removed from office, replaced with a human light worker. So fill all of that up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. So again, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put Mitch McConnell. All right, so Mitch McConnell goes in this bubble of light. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We called McConnell's higher self to help him step forward in the light, and if he chooses not to, which is his free will, but I ask his higher self and guardian angel to put him in a position of harmlessness. I surround him in a bubble of mirror that faces him 2 inches from his nose, and we add the violet flame to the bubble to transmute all dark energy he puts out so he has no forward movement. The bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until he does works of good. We ask that all his works be revealed so there's total transparency with everything he does. We also ask that all satanic magic energy that is protecting him be removed from his energy field, allowing him to be removed from office. We ask the Archangel Michael tie and bind all of McConnell's energy so he does not have any forward movement, especially with any bill that serves the wealthy, that serves Putin, that serves white racists, that serves Nazis and Trump. We call the violet flame through all his projects, transmute the energy, become neutral so there's no more forward movement. We cut all ties, oaths, and vows he has taken to Satan, with Satan, the wealthy and Republican Party, as that energy is removed from him. See him being reconnected to the Creator to become a awakened spiritual being who now wants to do works of good, along with the desire to retire to spend more time with his family. We see all of McConnell's power diminish to nothing. All right, fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. So again, we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we are going to put in the Mother Earth and all the light workers, all the spiritual warriors, all the people that are trying to bring democracy back, that are fighting the Nazis, Putin, that are fighting and standing up for the immigrants and those children that have been stolen from their families. They're speaking up for health care and what's right. See all those beings in this circle and send them light, see them being recharged, and put yourself in this bubble of light. Feel that energy. We're going to send energy to everyone's heart, and from that heart, it's just going to explode throughout their body in a gentle, kind, loving way. And especially go to areas where their health is being challenged, and fill that space up with so much light that now the bad cells mimic the healthy cells, and see these people, their health returning. See everyone in this bubble fill up with so much light that they're now magnetizing everything they need, more people to work with, groups to work with, that sets their egos aside, and they share information, and they're able to really quantum leap forward. See the light workers fill up with so much light that they're attracting all this divine abundance to them. And they have so much that they're able to fulfill their divine missions, live a comfortable life, and share it with others, and see that all rippling down. And we're going to call the Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to go forward and remove all obstacles in the path of all light workers, so they can be successful and joyful. Now let's send everybody some divine joy. See that go to their heart, go to their brain, into their aura. And see everyone that it's awakened, be given their divine missions and divine purposes and how they're going to fulfill them. And again, fill them up with joy. And all those that are protesting out on the street, send them much energy. Let them be recharged and regenerated and divinely inspired on what they need to do to be successful and win. And do it without anyone being hurt or harmed. All right. Fill everything up that's in this bubble. Remember, you guys are in this bubble too, with light and love and joy. And we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all those people that are out there that are voting in the United States election next week. All those people that the government, the Republicans are trying to disenfranchise. They're lying. Let all that dark energy be removed from those people that are trying to vote. And as that energy is removed from them, let them reconnect to the Creator so they're divinely inspired of what they need to do to vote. And we're going to call to the angels and their higher selves to give them, send those people that are being disenfranchised everything they need to get out and vote. Whether it's people that will give other people rides, or they can bring out buses that will take busloads of people so they can vote. See all this happening. See more people going out to the reservation and helping the Native American Indians get their people registered so they're allowed to vote and let their vote be counted. See so many people come out and vote for the Democrats, that no matter what kind of gerrymandering the Republicans and the lying that they do, they still lose. And we get off the fascist timeline and back on a timeline of enlightenment. See it happening, guys. See many people coming out, many Democrats coming out and voting. And we're going to ask that if there's anybody around those areas that's going to cause trouble and hurt or harm anybody, that's white racists, neo-Nazis, any of those type gangs, that's going to try to intimidate people from voting, we're going to call the Michael the Archangel to cut the ties with whatever they're going to drive to get there, whether it's car, bus, motorcycle, old car, Jeep, bicycle, walking, whatever they're using that they want to use. We're going to cut the ties with those vehicles. We're going to violet flame them, reconnect all those parts to the Creator. We're going to command them to be neutral, to break down, so they can't even get to their destinations. And see the voting day being very, very peaceful. So again, imagine everyone in the United States now in this bubble. We're going to violet flame everything and keep the violet flame anchored in the United States to transmute any anger, unnecessary anger coming from anyone, from any party. Let it be transmuted by light and love, and let it be a peaceful transition. Anyone who's trying to do black magic, satanic magic, to manifest a civil war, again, we're going to call the violet flame through their plans. And we're going to command the angels to do everything they can to step in and muck up their plans so it does not happen. And do it in a way no one will be hurt or harmed. All right, we're going to fill that up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. Woo, we're getting a lot of energy work in tonight. Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the police. And, you know, you can, anywhere on the planet, police, sheriff, put them all in this bubble of light. Doesn't matter what country they're from. You probably have a police officer. Put them in. We call by ourselves of all the police who has any intent of hurting or harming any earth protector, protester anywhere on the planet, asking for your permission to help these police and law enforcement individuals to reconnect to the Creator, becoming enlightened beings at one and at peace with all humans, all life forms, and the planet Earth. We see all dark, etheric, astral beings that have overlays on any police, law enforcement officer that is keeping them from reconnecting to the Creator be removed from them now. See these dark astral beings tied and bound. We send them through the violet flame to clean up their energies. We now send them back to the Creator, filling that space up with a being of divine light. As the police, law enforcement have this unwanted energy removed from them, we see them begin to reconnect to the Creator. Their hearts are now unblocking. So they start having feelings and emotions that are kinder in nature, hearts filled with compassion. We now see the reptilian part of their brains begin to shut down and disconnecting them from all the satanic rituals that bound them together, resulting in the God brain being reactivated. Any police or law enforcement official who chooses not to evolve in the light, we command their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness now. And maybe that just means putting them in a desk job. Let them be offered jobs that will give them a better income that will hurt nor harm no one. We see all police funding for all their equipment and more troops be cut from them and redirected to peaceful protest groups. All right, fill that up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. All right, we're going to create one more bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in everything good on the planet, all your missions, all your divine purposes. See everything of light being given positive forward movement, quantum leaping us into divine enlightenment. See light being stronger than darkness on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. See light being anchored to the planet and radiating out that neutralizes anything satanic or dark. See everything good and positive moving forward. All right, fill that up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. Okay, guys, we're going to close this circle and then ground. So if you can do 3 ohms with me. Come on, if I can do it, you can do it. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Lokasamasta, Sukhino Bhavantu. All right, let's ground. Put your feet flat on the floor and feel that earth energy come up your feet, your ankles, your legs, your calves. And as that earth energy comes up your legs, I want you to start feeling grounded and pulling back in body. Feel yourself becoming very, very centered, very clear-headed. Centered, not scented, centered. And for those of you that have that stone called hematite, please go grab it and just hold it till you're not lightheaded. And if you're still lightheaded after the show, and if it's not too cold outside, then just go find a tree that you can put your hands on the tree and send energy into that tree, all your excess energy. And just do it for 30 seconds. And then the tree just sends you energy back and boom, you ground. It's that quick. So thank you very much for tuning in and doing some lovely energy work. Look, and if you guys want to do something over the weekend and keep the energy going, listen to the archive, play it again, put it in the background, or chant. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on the United States now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the United States now. Come on, pick a chant. May divine enlightenment descend on all white racists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis. May divine enlightenment descend on the Democrats in the United States. May divine enlightenment descend on both parties. You can keep the chants going. And remember, when you use the power of the spoken word, it's going to amplify it even more. And when you hold a crystal in your hand, it's going to amplify it even more. So we really need light to come out ahead. And for those of you that want to do some more light work on Monday and Tuesday and Thursdays at 10 o'clock Eastern time, I do extra energy work, and Monday's going to be important because that's the day before the election. We're going to do more work on the United States and maybe do some chanting and anchoring divine enlightenment to this timeline. Tuesday, we're going to, usually it's Fukushima Tuesday, but I don't think, I don't know how many people are going to be interested in the radiation report, so we may do a little bit more energy work for the United States. Thursday is working for the climate and doing energy work for the planet, and of course the radio show's on Friday. So I hope you tune in. If you want to do the curse removal again, listen to the show, or you can go on my YouTube channel, Cathy Bilsky, and it's there. Just put Cathy Bilsky / curse removal. If you want to do soul retrieval, I have it live on there. Again, Cathy Bilsky / soul retrieval. It's there if you need deeper spiritual movement. And all my radio shows are on there. And of course, it's on UPRN Radio on their YouTube channel too. So subscribe to both. If you need to get a hold of me, you can call me at my store, 808-775-9400 from 11 to 4 Hawaiian time. I do have an answering machine. I do call back. If you need curse removal, energy balancing, if you need any healing tools, any angelite, any crystals, I got a crystal store. You need soul retrieval. I do a lot over the phone. And I am in Honoka'a, Hawaii. It's Cathy's Angelite, Crystals, Miracles, and Joy, and it's the Big Island. So if you want, you can come see me. I have the largest crystal in Hawaii, and you can lay on my Angelite table. I do little free mini massages, curse removal, energy balancing. I am a one-stop shop. If you need anything, healing tool, custom made, I do that too. So on that note, again, I'm going to give you one more time my store phone. It's 808-775-9400. Or you can check out my website, www.angeliteom.com. It's ANGELITEOM.com. That's where all my healing products are on. So thank you guys again, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And please pray for the United States next week that we turn Democrat and not fascist. If that happens, I'm going to be putting out feelers to see who wants me to move where. All right, guys, good night. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week, same time. Aloha.